I'm going to be using the City Mini palette by Maybelline. This is the next part where when it comes to brushes, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of drugstore brand brushes. I know that Real Techniques, Wet n Wild, Eco Tools, they all have great brushes, just kind of all around for the face and the eyes. So just head over to the drugstore if you don't have any brushes and check out those brands, and just make sure you have, like, the main brushes that you want to have are some kind of like fluffy blending brush. Even if you have like varying sizes of blending brushes, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3 blending brush sizes, you know, tapering in size. And then, I mean, you could get away with having, you don't even really need like a packing brush, you could use your finger, but a couple of blending brushes, some kind of detailer brush, like a pencil brush or a liner brush, or maybe a pencil and a liner. So a couple of detailing smaller brushes, and then, I mean, you're good to go. Those are like the main brushes that you're really gonna want to have. So like I said, the City Mini palette, this one is Chill Brunch Neutrals. So I already set my lids earlier with that translucent powder. So the first color we're gonna use, and I don't think these actually have names, so I'm gonna start out with this one. I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is the M532. It's by Morphe. Place this in the crease. Windshield wiper motions to lay down the product, and then circular motions to blend it out and make sure there are no harsh lines. Okay. Next, I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush. This is a Morphe M433, and I'm using that same color. I'm just using a denser brush, a denser, smaller brush, and focusing it really in the crease. So this is going to deepen it up and just make it look, give us some dimension in that crease area. I don't know if you can tell, this side is looking a little bit darker, even though it's the same color, but because we're able to pack on a little bit more of the color, it looks deeper even though it's the same shade. So that's going to give us some depth. The next thing we are going to grab is this outer shade here. So I'm just going to pick it up on my finger and apply that all over the lid. What you could do is dampen your finger a little bit. So I'll go ahead and do that. You could dampen your finger with a drop of water, or if you're using a brush, what I'm going to do is use some setting spray. I'm just going to mist it on there. And then pat that on. It's just going to intensify the color and hopefully minimize some of that fallout. Then I will go back in with the brush I used earlier, that smaller brush I used in the crease, and then I'm just going to run it through the crease one more time just to blend the two colors together so that there are no harsh lines. I am getting some glitter fallout from that. So what I would generally do is I would take like a fluffier brush, and now if I had not done my face first, once I was all done with the eyes, I could just take a makeup wipe and wipe away the glitter or some tape and pick up that glitter fallout and then move on to the face, and you would never even know that there was glitter fallout. But because I did the face first, I'm gonna have some glitter fallout. Okay, Then we're going to deepen up the outer corner, and for this, unfortunately, I'm going to grab a different palette, or at least a different color. So I'm going to grab a black. If black scares you, you just have to be really light-handed and build it slowly. But if black scares you, you could just use a dark brown, any black, whichever you have on hand is perfect. I'm going to grab this Crown C513 and I'm going to dip into that black. I'm going to begin to deepen up that outer corner. So really tapping it off. I'm going to tap this into this outer V, like start right here. I'm just bringing it in, I'm going to feather it in just a little bit. And then the next thing I'm going to do with that black is I'm going to kind of line my upper lash line. So I'm just going to take a liner brush. Again, every brand has some form of an angled, thinner, narrower, detailed brush. So I'm just going to dip into that black again, and I'm just going to really focus this at the lash line. And I'm going to smudge it just a little bit upward, but not too high. Now, I'm not huge into winged liner, but if you are, you could totally do a winged liner right now. I'm just going to take a little bit of that black and just kind of do a powder, kind of just a little tiny little flick up here. Okay, and then, like I said, I'm going to just smudge that line upward just slightly. Okay, then I'll go back into the City Mini palette. We're going to do an inner corner highlight. Just, again, a little tiny, that if you got a pencil brush, you could even use your pinky for this, but I'm going into this gold here on the edge. This is a Morphe E36, and we're going to place this in this inner tear duct area. Okay, and then I'm also going to lightly put that in the arch of the brow bone here, very lightly. And you don't want to drag this down too far. You don't want to have it down in, like, down here in that area. Okay. So there's your inner corner and your brow bone highlight. Because the rest of our face is done, I'm going to move to the lower lash line. If my face wasn't done yet and I had just finished the upper lid, I would, before moving to the lower lash line, I would do my face. Then once the face is completely done, then complete the lower lash line. But because my face is already done, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm going to grab the City Mini palette again, and I'm just going to take the second blending brush that I used, going back into our initial transition shade, that color we put in the crease, and we're going to run this underneath here. Then I'm going to grab a black eyeliner at this point. This one is the Covergirl Liquiline Blast. It's just a black eyeliner. I'm going to tightline up here. If you're going to wear false lashes, you definitely want to get up here so you don't have skin color peeking out from your lash band. And then we're going to also put this in the waterline down here. Okay, and then what you can do also is you can bring it down just a little bit into your lashes, and then we'll just smoke it out with the black shadow. Okay, so we laid that down. You could go into either a dark brown or, like I'm going to use that black shadow. And I'm smudging that eyeliner that I pulled down into my lashes with this powder shadow. I'm gonna make sure we connect it up here. And then so that we don't have like a harsh black transition, we'll grab that same second blending brush again and then just run that along the bottom here, just to soften up that black just a little bit. So that's it for that. Depending on how you feel about lashes, you could totally apply falsies. It would just amplify the look. If you want to play with false lashes but you're scared of the full band, Kiss from the drugstore makes these, they're not singles, they're trios. So they're a lot easier to work with because it's not as much lash band as an entire lash, and it's more than a single. I feel like singles are almost more difficult to work with just because they're so, like, they could go everywhere. So these trios are going to be an awesome option if you want falsies but you're scared of the full lashes right now. So while my eyelashes are kind of setting in that curl, I'm going to throw on some highlighter, and I'm actually using, this is the Maybelline New York. This is an eyeshadow, and this is the color 60S, the Glow Down. So this is an eyeshadow. I got this on the recommendation of a YouTuber that I follow. Her name is Roxette Arisa. But it's a beautiful golden shadow. And then this is the MB43. I'll pick up some of this, throw it on the cheekbones. Kind of go in this C shape. And it's just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to throw on a coat of mascara, and then I will also throw on some falsies so you can see what it'll look like, what the difference is, and then if you want to go for it or if you just want to not deal with false lashes. So this is the Loreal, no, yes, I think it is Loreal. Yeah, the Loreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Okay, so this is almost the complete look. Before I throw on the falsies, let me do a lip color. Okay, this is not a drugstore item, but because personally I wouldn't want to be worrying about my lipstick getting everywhere all night long, so I personally would go in with my Lipsense. So that's what I'll do today, and I would go with a nude lip because the eye look is a little bit heavier. So this is the completed look. A couple extra things that you can, well, there's a lot of things in this entire video that you could take or leave, but you could, if you want a little more glitz, you could add some glitter. This here is the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and I have 110 Steel Spark. So what you could do is throw a little sparkle in here. Just if you want to amp up the glitter factor of your look. If you're a girl who likes glitter, I say go for it. It just adds that much more glam. This is the finished look without lashes. So you could totally end here. Alright, that's the finished look, guys. I hope you really liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave and click on that bell button if you would like notifications whenever I upload a new video. If you have a special request or you just have a different color dress that you would like to see me do a look for specifically, definitely comment down below the color of your dress or message me the picture of your dress in any of my social medias that I have listed down below too, or even my email address. You could email me a picture. Wherever you are, I hope your day has been amazing. I hope the rest of your week is awesome, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.